I'll even put some motivation in you. If we can somehow win the tag team titles, I will give you a shot at the SOM championship at Bunkhouse Stampede.
Me and you, one-on-one, if we win the tag team titles tonight.
If. Keyword is if. I-F. If.
The stage was set. These two unlikely partners were set to challenge for the SOM tag team titles on the year's penultimate episode of Revolution.
Goes to that forearm. There it is! The perfect forearm. 1, 2. What? Jim Anthony just pulled Joe out of the ring. He was about to win the tag team titles.
That could have been it.
Oh, Casey Kazana's out here. He just hit Jebediah with the chair. Michael Gabriel's out here too. Spear by Kazana cuts Hezekiah in half.
Well, wait a minute. Well, that took a turn.
What on earth is Gen 3 doing? They just laid out the champions.
Is Blake going to capitalize on this? Is he going? I mean, he knows what happened, right?
I mean, he must. A blatant. Oh no! James hanging Gibson out to dry too. Look, we've got your champions.
But I know. Well, wait a minute. You do, but
ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and new East Tennessee Tag Team Champion, Blake Gibson and James Anthony.
What on earth did we just see?
But he's not throwing the titles away.
Mike, you know what this means? We've got our main event for Bunkhouse Stampede. Blake Gibson is now the #1 contender for the SOM Heavyweight Champion, but he's also the East Tennessee Tag Team Champion.
Like I said, more questions than answers.
Blake Gibson clearly more excited about this than Anthony is.
Yeah, I think the champ is, dual champ.
Dual champ, yeah. So
nobody's taking these titles and giving them back to the referee and saying, hey.
That's right, yeah. No, I don't want these. No, thank you. But I mean, clearly not on the same page are the new East Tennessee Tag Team Champions.
I think Anthony's more upset about winning these titles. And
I mean, he won by hanging his own partner out to dry across the top rope.
It actually backfired on the champ.
It did. Almost turnabout from the finish of that match at Fright Night, where the brass knuckles of Nathan Cross took James Anthony down onto Blake Gibson. Folks, like the Prince said, we have so many more questions than we had answers coming into tonight.
While it was clear that Anthony and Gibson were not on the same page, and that their seemingly inevitable showdown at Bunkhouse Stampede would be an early contender for 2024's Match of the Year, life got in the way.
You know, in the wrestling business, we have something we like to call card subject to change. That means at any given moment, the card can change no matter what the main event is, no matter what the matches are. It can be due to a wrestler being injured, a flight getting canceled, travel issues. Today, I just happen to be that guy who's going to be using his card subject to change.
Oh, man.
Over the past 13 years, professional wrestling has been my go-to. When I was 23 years old, I moved down to Tampa, Florida. I trained with Steve Kern and Norman Smiley. I was also helped trained by EC3, David Otunga, a few of the other guys that you see on TV as we speak today. For the past 13 years, I have done things I could not have imagined. I was on Monday Night Raw as an EMT. I had a match at Ring of Honor. I got to have a New Japan tryout. I got to try out for Impact. I've held every championship you can think of. I've got to wrestle in over 20 plus or more states. I got to come to School of Morton, thinking that it was going to be for an opportunity. Just for one night, and it turned into a year. A year of y'all booing me, a year of y'all cheering me, a year of being the School of Morton champion, a championship that I took very seriously. But ladies and gentlemen, this is no gimmick. Tonight, James Anthony, AKA James Miranda, is officially stepping away from professional wrestling for I don't know how long. Blade, even though I remember when I first met you at Rated R Wrestling, I told Brett Randers, I said, that kid is nothing but a spot monkey. You need to let me get in there and rough him up. And the first time we touched, it was magic. To win a tag team championship with you, it was a special moment for me. I have told you on multiple occasions, you're my boy, you're like my little brother. And even though I won't be around in wrestling at all next year probably, you take care of yourself. You continue to grow. I will promise you, when I come back, we're gonna either win these or we'll go somewhere else and become tag team champions. James Strange, thank you for the opportunity of having me become the longest reigning School of Morton champion. And even though it's ending a little bit sooner than we wanted, whomever holds this championship, I promise you, you're only holding it until I come back. I hereby vacate the SOM championship. This past week, my personal life spun out of control. I almost found myself going away for a long, long time. I'm only 36 years old. I have a 4-year-old son I have to think about. I have to get my mental health back under control. And I also need to go home and try to save what is left of my dying relationship. I don't know how long I'm gonna be gone, ladies and gentlemen. But to the boys in the back, I will continue to watch all of you grow. Malik, you keep doing your thing on commentary. Bob, you keep Malik straight for me. And Pat Dooley. Ladies on the front row, remember, everything I said or did was out of love. T, keep Blade straight for me. Miss Lisa, keep James straight for me. Miss Robin, continue to be not only a great picture taker, keep your boys safe. Put your family number one. Ferrari, Felicia, you are now the queen of SOM. Continue to get better. Continue to prove why this is more than just play for you. Scott, keep the boys in the back in line. And James Strange, remember what I told you. If you get stressed out, if this place becomes too much, you promise me, before you let this business kill you, you'll walk away. Ladies and gentlemen, from the bottom of my heart, this is not goodbye. This is just I'll see you later. Thank you.
What does James Anthony's sudden departure from SOM mean for both the heavyweight and tag team titles? Not to mention Bunkhouse Stampede on January 21st? 2024 is beginning with far more questions than answers, and we invite you all to join us on our journey of discovery. School of Morton returns to our regularly scheduled programming next week, and don't forget to join us in 2 weeks for the Bunkhouse Stampede. Thanks for watching.
Hello again. I know you are all trying to decipher my identity. Try as you may. My identity will always be a facade to you all as you follow me into a revolution that will bring a violent uprising.